Hello and welcome to the March ScotCenter highlights. On March 24th, hundreds of thousands participated in rallies and marches across the country for one purpose. Victoria Valle-Remond reports on what happened in the March for Our Lives rally in Redwood City.
On March 24th, 2018, the Never Again Redwood City March took place in the Courthouse Square. Organized entirely by youth leaders, it featured voting registration booths as well as a variety of student speakers demanding gun control and denouncing gun violence. Over 2,000 people showed up. Reporting for ScotCenter News, I'm Victoria Valle-Remond.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
What we really need is change. We have the recognition, we have the platform, we just need to keep going and make sure that that's something that we keep our hold on, because it's something that's so easily lost. Like after Sandy Hook, after Pulse, after the Las Vegas shooting, the movement lost momentum, and right now this movement is so strong and we have so many places to go, and a lot of that is student driven, and that's why I thought this was an incredible thing to join.
We are here for 3 reasons: gun reform, school safety, and community activism. That being said, we must not forget the seriousness of why we are here. This is bigger than me, bigger than us, bigger than Parkland. What we choose to do at this moment will determine the future safety of our children, siblings, and grandchildren.
And I am for more gun control. I am for getting uncomfortable with the other side. Have dialogues. Get out there, talk to someone who doesn't agree with you.
There's children dying in schools, and it doesn't seem like people are acting appropriately. So I think despite what your beliefs are on gun control or the Second Amendment, that there needs to be a solution no matter what that solution is. There's different solutions that we could create, but there needs to be one.
End the violence. End the violence.
This event was able to bring together both adults and young people, and I feel like that combination is crucial to really being able to bring change.
So many students were getting together, and as a student this is something that's so touching to me, and seeing everyone else here, just knowing that people were united, that was something I wanted to take part in. I wanted to show my support for these people.
I hope that this creates more active young people. I hope that this creates students that aren't only passionate about this issue, but are going to go on to become active adults who are passionate about a variety of issues and are going to vote in every election and are going to be aware and literate and going to read the news and know what their government's doing.
Titled Why I Probably Shouldn't Vote, Joseph Gomez discusses his view on the concept of lowering the voting age.
Absolutely.
It seems as if the opinions of teenagers are increasing substantially in value, turning us into the compass of impeccable morality. Among this praise comes the suggestion that 16-year-olds should get the right to vote.
As a 16-year-old rambling idealist myself, I thought I should invest some time into revealing my hesitations. First off, some history.
The 26th Amendment, which lowered the voting age from 21 to 18, was a direct response to the Vietnam War draft being lowered to 18. It's fair that those who were forced to fight and possibly die for the country should have the right to vote.
But we haven't had a draft in years, so if anything, the voting age and draft age should be increased back to their original age of 21.
Now, there are some arguments being made that decreasing the voter age could increase voter participation later on, which I think would be great. But consider this.
Teenagers can be stupid.
We eat Tide Pods.
Use Tide Pods for washing, not eating.
We made a dead gorilla into a meme that lasted way too long. And I still don't know the difference between affect and effect. I just use impact.
But don't worry. We 16-year-olds have better BS detectors, according to Harvard professor Lawrence Tribe's tweet, with no evidence to back it up. Now, with or without a BS detector, from my own reality, I believe that 16-year-olds would seriously lack the necessary knowledge and experience to vote.
In terms of knowledge, most Americans in general don't know that much about political affairs.
And chances are 16-year-olds are even less aware, but that's not their fault.
They're too busy studying for history, science, math, or whatever. In terms of the high school environment,
school might become more politically divided, as students that think outside the norm may become enemies of the dominant opinion.
One would have to learn the basics of government and economics earlier.
Also, would this be followed by state and local governments? Should 16-year-olds be allowed to vote for school board members? Adding a younger demographic could possibly sway many issues.
There's also the argument of brain development. The brain continues to mature well into the 20s. However, more evidence is needed to show if that's even relevant.
Time is needed to answer these questions. Time is needed to educate ourselves, and time is needed to become a responsible voter. From ScotCenter News, I'm Joseph Gomez.
Next, Daniel Freese interviews Trevor Douglas, a freshman, who leads the varsity lacrosse team in their new season.
For many freshman athletes, trying to make the JV team can be difficult. However, this isn't the case for Trevor Douglas, who as a freshman is starting on the varsity lacrosse team and is one of the team leaders in goals scored.
I started playing lacrosse about 10 years ago, and about 2-3 years in, I joined my first team with the Firehawks, and that's when I knew like lacrosse is what I wanted to do.
I've been playing with Trevor for about 8 years. He's such a fun teammate, so bubbly, talkative, just fun to be around.
Yeah, I grew up playing baseball, basketball, and flag football, lacrosse. But once I know I spent a lot more of my time just outside of practices playing lacrosse. It was just always spoke to me a lot more. It was a lot more fun. So I always knew lacrosse was just better, and it was just what I wanted to do.
Douglas reveals the biggest roadblock he's had to face in his lacrosse career.
I've been one of the shorter players on pretty much every team I've played on, so going up against people a lot bigger than you every single time, every game, it makes it a lot harder. I think I bring passing ability and just a lot of energy, and I'm always trying to get our guys riled up for the games.
Trevor is one of the hardest workers on the team. He's always one of the first ones to practice, one of the last ones to leave. He has amazing stick skills, and his love for the sport is just unmatched by anyone else.
Hopefully in a couple years, see myself as one of the captains of the varsity lacrosse team here. Hopefully playing lacrosse in college, whether it's D3, D2, or D1, but we'll see.
Reporting from ScotCenter News, I'm Daniel Freese, and thank you for watching.
For your April updates, spring break will be taking place April 9th through the 13th. Look forward to a week off of school. Do you have talent you want to show off? Cromwell's Got Talent will be held from April 16th to April 20th. Auditions start on Tuesday, April 3rd. Cromwell's spring play is coming up. Titled The Importance of Being Earnest, the play will be held April 19th through the 22nd at the Performing Arts Center. Tickets are available at cromwellperformingarts.com. Prom will be held on Friday, April 27th at the San Francisco City Hall. A minimum day will be taking place before prom. That's a wrap for this month. Thanks for watching. Reporting from ScotCenter News, I'm Briana McDonald.